able to, or anyone from your party were able to communicate with Congressman Joel Chua, the chairperson? I mean, siya yung signatory, I believe, doon sa order na yon. Kay Congressman Joel Chua, ma'am. Yes, apo. Were you able to communicate with them or anyone from his office?
No, not yet because I got really scared. Kasi I think anytime now they will parang break this door and just take me away.
Guys, let me break this lang kakatimbre lang ng mga media friends sa labas. Lockdown ng HOR, ayaw magpapasok ng media.
What kind of country is this ba? I am just a regular government employee. All these years. Nagtatrabaho lang naman po ako. They don't even respect your rights. I do not understand. What kind of country is this? I'm so scared because I'm sure they're going to break that door anytime now. Alam nyo, ginawa ko, tilagay ko yung katre, yung double deck na bed, pinush ko sa door para hindi sila makapasok. I'm so scared. I came back from the US. I attended that hearing in good faith. I answered all their questions. Hindi ako nanggugulo. I think I was very, respectful in answering all their questions to the very best of my ability. Ang sabi nila sa akin, mag-MR lang daw ako, which I did. It's my right. Ang sinabi ko, na parang talaga naman I really answered to the best of my ability and I attended that in good faith. And they said, mag-MR ka, we will let you go. So we filed our MR. They did not rule on it. But suddenly, they were able to come out with an order ruling to transfer me to the Women's Correctional.
Sabihin mo, ang sinabi nila sa iyo, para ma-resolve yung contempt. Diba? Sinabi nila sa iyo, i-look namin yung contempt kung i-produce mo yung atas.
Sabi nila sa akin, if you notice, if you were in the hearing, diba? Sinuspend po ng Chairman Chua yung session. Tapos, nung sinight na po ako ni Congressman Castro in contempt, then after that, nag-rule sila. Tapos, and then sinuspend niya. Tapos, lumapit po sila, nag-huddle sila, and then they called my lawyer, and then told him na kausapin ko. So, lumapit ako, and I really apologize. I said, that letter to the Commission on Audit was really a position of the agency. It is our stand. Like all, diba? Like, meron kang points na gusto mo i-raise. We respectfully parang raised our points to the Commission on Audit. Alam ko, hindi naman po yung mali kasi that was our right as an agency. Because there was an ongoing audit investigation. Pero hindi naman namin kinukuha yung right ng COA to decide on the matter. But even if sinabi ko, alam ko hindi po mali yun. They said na parang we were, trying to undermine. So I apologized and I also gave an apology to Congressman Castro. But they said, sabi nila sa akin, alam mo, i-produce mo na lang yung apat. I-produce mo yung apat. So they said, Congressman, hindi naman po ang pag-attend po ng hearing is a personal choice. I will only do my best. And then they said na parang no, para ano ka pa naging chief of staff kung hindi mo naman kaya i-produce yan? I-produce mo sila. And I said, may rights din naman po yung mga tao, di ba? I can only, as chief of staff, tell them, go. Di ba? Go. But if ayaw po nilang sumama, hindi ko na, I do not have that power over them because people have rights if they want to, join a hearing or not. But that's what they said. Tapos and then, yun yung sinabi ko because I really cannot commit to make them attend because it's a personal choice. Like me, I chose to come back and attend. Diba? So, and then after that, nag-public apology na ako before the session was like, di ba, suspended. Nag-public apology din ako kay Congressman Castro and I made it, parang I raised again to please leave that order because wala naman talaga intention ng Office of the Vice President, to undermine either the Commission on Audit or the House of Representatives in their powers. That was not the point. But nung nilalabas na po ako, hinabol na naman nila. Hinabol nila kami and then they said, i-produce mo yung apat. I-produce mo yung apat. But I cannot do that. People have rights. Diba? I cannot decide for other people what they want to do. Yun lang yun sa akin. This is what they do to you. In the middle of the night, they just move you out of nowhere. How can I produce people, diba? How can I do that? I can only produce myself. And which I have done. Sorry. Hindi ko na alam ano nangyayari sa bansa na to. Wala siyang batas.
OVP Media, are you still there? Anyone na gusto ko magtanong kay ma'am?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
Ma'am Red Mendoza po ulit from Manila Times. Ma'am, sorry, I know you're very much ngayon in a very emotional mood right now. Pero ma'am, I want to ask lang po, do you think po ba na the order to move you to correctional was yun nga po, I'd like to reiterate this again kasi kanina po nandyan po sa house si Kong Joel, si SAA Naptaas, and also so do you think po ba nangyari po itong decision na to while they were at the House of Representatives talking to media na pakiramdam nila would na baka dahil nga the Vice President is there, she's high security risk, it's now time to move you out of to correctional para mawala si VP dyan sa House?
No, I am not part of this, political thing. I am not. I'm just a regular government employee. Really, I do not understand that entire, gamut of whatever it is that is happening politically. I don't. I'm just the worker in the office of the Vice President. So I don't know why they're doing this to me. I don't know.
Yes.
Empleyado
Yun lang po,
ako.
ma'am.
Hindi ko
Yun lang po,
alam.
ma'am. Yun lang po, ma'am.
Ay, hello, pwede po magtanong. Bonds from Rappler. Ma'am, Zuleika, ask ko lang po, so what's going to happen next? Sasama po ba kayo? Ano po ba yung pwedeng abangan or mangyayari dito sa ginagawang ng mga PNP personnel outside your detention facility?
I am not leaving my room. I am not. I am a detainee here at the House of Representatives. I am not an accused. I am not an accused na pupunta sa isang jail facility. I am not an accused. I have my rights. I have my rights. I am not moving. I am not leaving this room. I am not.
Ma'am, JC here. May circulating ngayon na documents na on your transfer. Can you confirm that? Pinakita ba po ba sa inyo yun?
I gave it to my lawyer. I gave it to my lawyer.
Ma'am, sorry, your lawyer is the Vice President, ma'am. Tama po ba?
Yes, nandito po siya. And I also have a private lawyer. I think he arrived na. He's also outside.
Ma'am, to clarify po, ma'am, nandyan po si Vice President, ma'am, no? Nandyan po sa tabi ninyo si Vice President.
Yes, I called her. I called her kasi they just barged in eh. Pumasok lang talaga sila. Nakikita niyo ba yung katre dun sa likod ko? Pinush ko po yan para hindi sila makapasok. Kasi I told them, I want my lawyers. I am not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. And then I told them to get out of this room. Because as a detainee of this facility, this is my space.
Mhm.
And then when they left, I pushed that. Look at that. I pushed that by myself. I have a chronic backache. Because I am so scared. Mali ito eh. People have rights in this country.
Mhm.
Um, um,
Okay po, ma'am.
JC, I have a question. Is it okay to ask a question? This
Yes.
is Anna.
Sino po ito?
Si Anna po ito. Oo.
Yes po,
Anna
sige.
Marinduque,
Yes po.
Manila Times columnist po. Okay.
Yes,
Ang
you
tanong ko
can proceed,
po-
ma'am.
Opo, ang tanong ko po kay Attorney Laika, what's your appeal to Congressman Chua? And then, that's one question unto the speaker. Kasi sila naman talaga ang ano dito eh, ang kung tutuusin sa kanila yung mga utos ng gagaling eh. On the other hand po, another question din dito sa chat group is what legal remedies can be done po sa tingin ninyo? Kung mayroon pa, kasi given the situation, parang wala nang batas na umiiral eh. Yun po yung tanong ko po, ma'am. Maraming salamat po. Salamat, JC.
Ang sa akin lang,
Okay.
please respect my rights as a person, as a Filipino in this country. I am not an accused. I was given and served that order for detention here in HOR. Hindi ko na alam ano yung ways forward kasi parang wala nang batas sa bansang ito. Wala na. Kahit ano na lang pwede, paiba-iba. Tapos isi-serve nila sa'yo in the middle of the night. What is that? Is that even right? Wala na pong batas, ma'am. Wala na pong batas sa bansang ito.
Opo, maraming salamat, Attorney Laika. Ang
Ma'am Ana, Ma'am Ana,
stay strong po.
Ma'am Ana,
Opo.
Ma'am Ana. I
Opo,
was
opo.
just informed by the OVP Legal, nasa labas po sila ng HOR gate, pero ayaw din silang papasukin.
Oh my. Oo.
Dami-dami PNP sa labas. I'm sure they're just going to break down that door.
Hmm.
They're all outside, but I'm not leaving this room. I am not. I am not leaving this room. I have my rights. I am not leaving this room.
Hello, good morning from Canada. Pwedeng magtanong?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, sir. You can proceed.
Sir GC, salamat. Salamat din kay Doc Lauren Badoy na binigyan ako ng link. Attorney, bakit biglaan yung desisyon na yan na ilipat? Anong nag-trigger talaga?
Hindi ko po alam. Hindi ko po alam.
Okay.
Hindi ko po alam, sir. I cannot answer. I just know that I was served that in the middle of the night. They demanded to get my phone. We don't have a phone. That's why we're calling from this laptop, like the Viber. We're calling the lawyer from here.
Mhm.
Because I don't have a phone to contact anyone.
My God.
I mean, why would they do that to you, di ba? Am I like an accused? Did I, murder anyone? I'm just a regular government employee. I don't understand.
Thank you, attorney. Nandito lang kami, attorney, sa Montreal. Nag-aabang kami, nagbabantay. Kahit nasa malayo kami.
Thank you.
JC, may I ask if I may? Si Mika.
Jason? Mika Reuters. Yes, go. You can go, Mika.
Good morning, attorney. Very sorry to hear about your ordeal, no? And I hope things get better on your end. Attorney, we just wanted to get our facts straight, no? So, I understand this my question will involve reliving what you went through, but just so we can accurately report what exactly happened. So can you narrate to us like what time did these people arrive? What did they read to you? Kasi you mentioned kanina they read something which you did not want to read, and what exactly did they take from you aside from your cell phone, or is it just your cell phone, and how are you able to access the internet at this point? Thank you.
What happened? What happened was, nakapajama na kami because we are going to sleep. We're going to sleep and our light is already closed. Like this, dark. And then they, like that on your door. Like back. And then this entered. Because in this facility, the lock is outside. I mean, people can just go back. That's what they did. They ran in, but it was just not one person, which is the usual. Like, for example, ma'am, nandito na po yung pagkain nyo. It was not like that. So we were parang surprised. What's that about? Kasi matutulog na kami, di ba? Tapos yun, suddenly they all came in, PNP, and then some other person in parang uniform. Lahat-lahat po sila dumating. And then they said they want to read me an order. And I said, I don't understand. When I came in, nag-read na po kayo ng order. What order is this? And then she said, allow me to read it to you. And then, binabasa niya, pero tinignan ko na yung order sa baba. And nakalagay doon, transfer to Women's Correctional. So I said, I'm not going anywhere. I need my lawyers now. And then he said, no, there is no need for a lawyer. There's no need kasi we are just doing our job and to serve this. We're just doing this to serve. Yeah, and then they said na parang, tsaka, why will you need your lawyer? Nandito ba yung lawyer mo? Sabi ko, hindi, wala. Gusto ko yung lawyer ko. Sabi niya, meron kaming lawyer, ito na lang ang lawyer mo. Parang, no, that is not my counsel of choice. Why would you impose that lawyer on me? I want my lawyer. Then he said, then I kept on saying to them that I have my rights as a detainee in this facility. Respect that. And then I told them to go out, but they said no. And then they started ganging up. Alam mo po yung feeling na, alam mo yun, mag-isa ka lang, tapos nakapajama ka, tapos yung mga tao lalapit na lang sa'yo. Parang hindi ko alam kung bigla ka na lang, alam mo yun, sakalin or barilin, that thing in your head. They did that. And then I stood up and said, I'm not leaving this room. I have my rights. And then I pushed them back and then I said, get out, get out. And then they went, then they kept on saying na parang so many other things. They're just serving this, doing their job. It was an order, blah, blah, blah. I didn't anymore. I just told them to step out of my room because as a detainee of this facility, this is my area. Do not come in. That was the moment they came, but when they went out, I already pushed that by myself. That you see that bed? I pushed that all the way to the door para they cannot go in. Yun. And then I called the vice president because she was here. And then she came, after a while, she came in and pumasok na kami sa room. And hindi ako lalabas. Hindi ako lalabas.
Please, pwede magtanong.
And sorry, just
Sir,
very quickly, Jason, if I may. no?
Sorry. Go ahead.
So after you pushed back, attorney, they left the room, no? Tama ba? Did they appreciate that that detail accurately?
Oh, because I think alam din naman nila na mali yung ginagawa nila. You don't serve people in the dead of the night. What is that? You serve, di ba, official business hours. Because hindi naman po ako kriminal eh. I am not a criminal. I am already here in their facility. I have assured them already that I will attend their hearing on Monday. So why will they treat me like that? So that's why I said I want my lawyers. I want my lawyers.